Alright, what's up guys? I have made this video probably 3 times. Oh well, anyways. Alright, so today I'm just gonna explain about the type of mistakes I've been making this week or doing this week. And I mean, unfortunately, I had a loss on Monday. I think I had a loss yesterday too. But in reality, it's not losses as I don't know where market's going or I don't know what I'm doing. It's just simply like stupid mistakes. But I'm pretty satisfied at the same time because I feel like this week has been like a lot of information has been learned. Like a lot of details to say that way because I know this information already, but there's details I probably didn't pay attention or just didn't know about. And lately, this week has just been like mind blowing for the things I have learned. Now I'm just gonna explain real quick for what happened on Monday, for example. And what I have learned for Monday, to be honest, is not with news, right? I don't think news and Monday. So I don't think Monday is a day that is not that supposed to be traded. I feel like Monday should be traded if there's of course going to be liquidity or news injected into the market. Like if it's a high impact news in a Monday, then I think in my opinion you should be trying to trade that day. Now, for example, this Monday there was no news, correct? So there's no liquidity being injected into the market, and at the same time, um, Mondays, since it's just the opening of, it's the start of the week, is most likely to be an accumulating day for what's coming for for the rest of the week. And honestly, it's already Thursday, but this week has been heavy. Now, even though my bias wasn't incorrect this Monday, because in the previous videos, like I've been saying, literally, I'm sure I made a video on Monday, like before even like it was somewhere here. So on Monday, I was saying same thing. I expect us to go lower because we have equal lows, and at the same time, we have this fair rally gap. Now, for me, there was no reason to expect to go lower or something since we already came from this and we respect this fair rally gap. And then we had all this displacement. So having all that displacement, we make all-time highs and then come back down once, to take out some liquidities out, this fair rally gap, and then go higher until we get to the previous ultimate highs. So I wasn't wrong to be honest this entire week where market was trying to go. What I was wrong about is just trying to trade on a Monday where there's no news or anything injected and it's most likely to have high resistance. And this is what technically happened on Monday. I took a trade where I was probably like here because I saw, change to the delivery. We have displacement hard for rally gap here. And at the same time we swept this highs. Now it's not incorrect what I thought about, in my opinion, but it's you're supposed to be a little bit more defensive, I guess, in a way where like you shouldn't be trading or even trying to participate knowing that there's already high resistance. And you can see how many times we came in and how long did it take to just get to the fair value gap I was talking about in the 4 hour. So yeah, at the end, I don't think what I took it was wrong. It's just simply took a wrong time and wrong day, knowing the things that are, happening. And since it's a Monday with no news, this is more likely to, of course, accumulate. So yeah. Anyways, moving forward, we did came in to the fair rally gap, came once, came one more time, reject off of it. Now, other thing I have learned lately is when a day, like Tuesday, for example, we didn't sweep previous day high or previous day low, what is most likely telling us is that the next coming days are just gonna be like they're gonna make a big move because we did not sweep anything in reality when it comes to higher time frame. As you can see, we didn't. So Tuesday came in and it's just like accumulating for what the big move was coming. As you can see, Tuesday was just inside trading, to say that way, in the lower time frame, and we didn't sweep nothing. Now, one thing I miss, I feel like For example, I don't trade any other session except New Year session. That's like the only session I trade. But in my opinion, right, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes there's just trades that are too clear and I think you should be taking them. Now, for example, for here in Dubai, like if you wake up like at 10 a.m., you can literally see, London session being played out. Like you don't have to wake up so early or have to be sleeping like, you have to be at 4 a.m. in the morning so you can catch the London session. Like no, here is like pretty chill. So now, why do I say this? Because since London session, I was looking at this, and for me, this was clear. Like I wanted to take longs, but I just simply didn't do it because since I don't really take trades at this time or anything, I didn't feel like comfortable to say, yeah, let me take it. Now, why would I want to take this? Is because, well, you say, oh, okay, there's no this low wasn't sweeping stuff, but you need to remind yourself that ES is the correlated pair, and ES that swept this low, creating an SMT. Since the SMT has been created or made, when you go into the 5 minute, for example, you could have just said, okay, well, we have an SMT, we have an inverse for rally gap, and if you don't feel comfortable taking this inverse and you want more confirmation, then you could easily just take in the change your state of delivery here. You could have entered like this, long position where is the change your state of delivery, your stop loss here in this low, and then you could just at least take out the equal highs here. I'm not even telling you to go all the way up there. No, just this equal highs, equal high, and all these highs. Just expect that. And it's just like it's like a daily trade. Simple, long, and you just have to wait. And as soon as you see like a displacement like this, you could just go break even or even have your stop just low here and already in profits and let the rest just run. And yeah, that's like a little mistake I made because I just simply don't trade these times. But I should, to be honest. I feel like I should. Now, for example, other thing I made, another mistake I made yesterday. I knew where market was most likely to go. I knew market where it was going, and we went and take this highs, correct? Now the problem was that I feel right when you have such like when you already have a long time in the market. I mean, I've been a year and 7 months. I'm not like him or shit, something like this, but like I still have like a good amount in the market. And since lately I've been seeing better results and stuff like this, then I mean, I feel like you should get to a point where you start trusting yourself more and not really relying on other people's because I feel like other people have different points of view. And I feel like that was my mistake yesterday because I was in the call with my mentor and he was just like, looking at the market. We were all looking at it together and stuff like this. And I don't think it's wrong what he was looking at or anything. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like we all do mistakes in trading and sometimes we will have losses or sometimes we don't see things clear. Because of the other, he is profitable. He knows what he's doing, and I mean, he has showed the proof. So, but with all of this, sometimes you should be just listening to yourself and not relying on other people just because they have to say that way more proof than you. Because I don't have the proof to say, okay, I have made this amount of money in this month. Like I'm still in that process. But when you're studying every day and you come constantly to the market and you come to learn and all of these things, you should get to a point where like you should be relying on yourself and not really like listening to what other people says. Of course, if you know exactly what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing or you don't have that much experience, then of course I think the best is just to try to listen to other people. Not everybody, but some. Now, what was the mistake yesterday was like basically as soon as I saw the previous ultimate highs being taken out, I was saying in my head, okay, we need to like I feel like we have to short simply because what would be a reason to try to go more up when we just liquidated like something huge. So in this moment, he tried to take along from here to here because in the ES there's like a SMT. So I guess he was just trying to take a small trade and just try to take this high again. This is probably what he was thinking. Now, from my point of view, I even like I was mentioning in the chat and everything, saying like I think we should go lower. I think the moment we had this change of sale delivery or market structure shift, this is where I wanted to short. As soon as I saw this body closing below, I wanted to short so bad. Now the thing is, when I ask him, he kind of say like, no, but this. So he kind of gave me a no. Like there's no reason to do that. You know what I mean? So I end up listening to him, and I'm not trying to blame him or trying to say this is his fault. No, I think it's my fault because I listened to him, and I relied on him because he's the mentor. And like I said, mentors sometimes will make a mistake too. Everybody, because at the end in trading, you're gonna make mistakes. Like there's no way you don't. And yeah, we have other things that some people are gonna have different points of view. Maybe for him, this is what it looks obvious for him, and for me, it was obvious something else. So yeah, I really wish I have listened to myself and I have taken this trade because I would have. Because for me, this is clear. We just came from sweeping such like something so high, and then as soon as I see this change instead of delivery, to be honest, I just wanted to target us going back to the weekly gap, which is that right there. This is all I wanted, and it will be such a good trade. And honestly, even my stop loss will go here or here. Why? Because we have the inverse fairly up here. So if by any reason market decides to come up one more time, I know I have this taking care of me. But as you can see, the moment I swear to God, the moment I saw this body closing below, I wanted to take a trade so bad because for me this was like a market structure shift, and you can hold onto this and then just see a rejection lower. And that's what happened. But I mean, yes, my fault for just not trusting myself. So yeah, that's something to learn. That's just something that happens, and I mean, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the last trade that I will be able to take or whatever. And yeah, and honestly, as you can see, this is the first rally I presented. We came down below it. We came, top it once, came again, go lower, lower, and then got to the half of the weekly gap, and you can see how we just started rejecting off of it again. Now, what to expect for today? Honestly, I have no like not really any like expectations since like we had such a large range yesterday, but we have unemployment claims at 4:30, which is technically 8:30 a.m. in the morning, New York local time. What I expect for today, maybe, right? But I don't want to say nothing too much because we have news at 4:30. So I would like to wait for this and then basically see what, like, what to expect after this. But we already, for example, we already took out Asian highs and then an ES with a not. So that technically makes it SMT. And then we have this lows, equal lows here, and this line, this black line, and the daily. This is technically an order block. So I kind of expect us just to go low more, like into the order block, and then maybe reject again up. This is what I'm kind of expecting. But like I said, I'm not really expecting that much for now. And in the hourly, yeah, we do have like we close up above this, we have this fair value gap. But I mean, it's just a matter of time and just waiting to see until things get clear. But yeah, I mean, honestly, even though I've been losing this week, I don't really feel like desperate or sad about it or something because I've been learning a lot this week. And I just came out of like resolving something else, which was like the psychological part when it comes to trading. Like I'll be honest, I lost like 2.5% like 2 months ago, like in this 2 months. And then when I approached the market in a different way, because it was like on a Sunday, I was really like upset about myself because I was like, if you know where market's going, if you know what market's most likely to do, then why you keep trading? No, sorry, why you keep closing the trades at such an early time, or why you put your stop loss so tight, stuff like this. Then that Sunday, I really got mad, and I said to myself like, okay, Monday has to be different. You have to approach the market different, and that's what I did. And bro, just in a matter of time, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I got the 2.5% back, just like that. So now I do feel the confidence, even if I've been losing this week, I don't really care because I know I can get back to it. And then it's not like I have lost 2% or 1%. I haven't even lost 1%. So I'm completely fine. I feel good about myself. And I know for a fact that when I see a good trade, I'm going to take it. And I know I'm going to do good. I know. So yeah, it's just a matter of time, being patient and just keep doing what you do. And yeah, like, I mean, I think that's it. Like, things are not easy, to be honest. Trading is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. And I mean, you just keep learning. It's like any other business. So, so yeah, um, we have this equal lows here, a lot of lows here and choppiness. And then at the same time, like I said, we have this lows here. See? So we have a lot of lows that I would think we should be taking out and then probably just keep going higher. But like I said, not too much expectations right now. Because the other part is that, for example, yes, we did swept this, which we didn't here. But I am looking at just too many lows here right now. And we already just came from, like, we rejecting from the upside. And we just closed below this. So I'm guessing we will try to coming to this or even to this and then just keep going lower until we close all of this. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. Just wanted to say, like, keep learning, keep going, and whatever mistakes you make, like, just try to always get the good things out, like, in a way where, like, okay, I learned something good today. I learned something new. So don't really, like, stress about it, because that's something I've been just completely learning lately. Like, I completely stopped stressing about my losses or whatever, because at the end, like, I have proof to myself that things work. And at the end, psychologically, you need to approach the market in a way where you just need to switch off all those things, the FOMO, the fear, the what if this, and, like, you just need to stop, bro. Just stop. I don't know genuinely how to tell you to stop, because I just completely this I you either you get to a point that you're gonna get tired of doing the same mistake and then you're just gonna say, okay, enough is enough, or you can genuinely one day just be like, okay, this is not good. I don't want to go into this, this hole, this deep hole. So yeah, that could work too. Other thing I could say is, like, praying, to be honest. I don't know what you believe in, I don't know what but I feel like praying is one of the best things, and asking God for help or to put that peace in your heart or in your mind, or give you the grace to try to do these things. It's like the best thing you can do, because I don't know how to explain that neither, to be honest. All I'm saying is, like, when you have a relationship with God, when you speak to God, like, and you ask for things, you ask for help, like, the help will come. I don't know how long can it take for you or for anyone. For me, for example, when I used to ask, like, when I was asking God to just take this thoughts, this, like, FOMO, this fear, this not anxiety, I won't even call it that, but, like, my heart was just pounding too much, like, way too fast, because how stressed and worried I was. When you ask God to take these things out of you, like, um it took, like, probably 2 weeks. Yeah, like 2 weeks for this to, like, just completely disappear, but it did. And I might sound crazy, I don't really care, but I mean, it did. So everything is possible. And I feel like when you ask God for help, like, everything becomes so much easier. And I will be honest, like, my parents probably doubt what I do. They think I'm just lazy, or, like, I'm not doing anything, which is completely understandable, because they don't understand this, and not too many people will understand this. And there will be times where you will be alone, where nobody will really understand what you're doing or what you do or what you think or the way you see things. So all I can say is just, like, God, and just have the faith on yourself that you can do things. If you have faith in yourself, bro, then I feel like everything is just way easier. And I mean, at the end, to be honest, that's just something that takes time to build. So yeah, don't worry. Just keep doing keep on the process, and just keep going until, I don't know, just keep going. That's it. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you find this insightful and you learn something out of this. And yeah, have a nice day.